Hello, everyone. Welcome to the release team meeting. Today is the last release team meeting for the release cycle 1.26. It's Wednesday, the 7th of December. Tomorrow is the final release cut planned. Please be aware this is a community meeting, so it falls under the CNCF Code of Conduct, which can be summarized to be just excellent to each other. And with that, let's get started with this meeting. Are there any open discussion items for the last meeting? I didn't think so. So let's move to the updates, team updates, starting with enhancements. Mark?
No updates since the last time. I'll get the final numbers in right now.
Right. Awesome. I mean, at this point, we don't expect any updates. Any update is probably a bad update. So that's good. Let's continue with CS Signal with Bawana. That's correct.
Hello everyone. Our current status is green. Nothing major update. Everything looks great. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Great. Hopefully the version bumps from Golang will not let any job fail. That's good. That's good that we don't detect anything. Any questions for CS Signal? Otherwise, let's move on to bug triage with Hossein.
Hello, everyone. So basically, we are green. A couple of hours ago, new issue just popped up. If you now open the link, in the blocking issues, it's regarding Kubernetes release boot. If I remember correctly, previous release, we had the same issue, but it was fixed quickly. So I don't think it's going to be a blocker. So that's why I put our status in green.
Right. I saw this. I think Dims posted this in a chat. I don't know if Nikita posted something here. No, but she did in the chat. So there's a fix ready or already merged. So
exactly. Yeah, the same was in previous release. So final status from our side, it's a go.
Awesome. Yeah, for that, I will open up a thread tomorrow again for the final go and no go signals. But great to see that it's green. Any questions for bug triage? Otherwise, let's go over to docs. It's Carol.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was putting the information. I think our current status is green. I put yellow because we have this pull request that we have a lot of discussions that I think is these documentations about this cap, it will be improved after the release. I think, Leo, you know about this. That is a big discussion. I already opened an issue. I think I would put an issue to track this for the next after the release. And I think if it after that, I think we could think that is a green status because we need to continue with the next steps. That I was writing here before before release.
Okay. I haven't saw in the last couple of comments. I thought what Nabrun posted was kind of the end of the story. I mean, at the end, this cap, I mean, the documentation part is very minimal, and the problem with this one is that we didn't have like the documents ready to document this particular change. So there was basically a dependency, and dependency was quite huge. So this was delayed for a long time. But this should not block the release because it's like a small documentation change. I don't know, Nabrun or somebody else maybe has more.
I think I asked a clarification down below in the thread. Can you scroll down? Yeah, so by Tim's response, what I understand is it's not kind of a blocker for 1.26 and it can be merged post release as well. They will just merge it to the branch and the doc would be available.
Okay, so I think I can change to current status to green. This is okay for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would also just tag it as no docs for this release because essentially they did not merge in docs.
Okay, so following the next steps for the day before release, I am doing these steps that I will change to hyperlink after that. And I create this last pull request to sync the branch and also open the issue about the freezing.
All right, awesome.
I think
Do you need any support on that, or?
No, I think the doc maintainers is helping me in this last stage, so I need the help.
Nice.
I would.
I see Tyler is involved. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Awesome. Any questions for docs? Otherwise, let's move on to release notes with Rodolfo. Your last
Hi, team.
update.
Yeah, from the last update, we were yellow, but we moved to green since the pull request for Alpha 2 was merged, and the draft pull request for release candidate 1 was submitted and reviewed. We are just waiting for addressing those comments and to be merged. Even if this pull request is not merged before tomorrow, it's not a blocker for the release day, since it can be merged later on.
All right, sounds great. Looks everything on track. Any questions for release notes? Otherwise, let's move on to comms with Federico.
Com status is green. Of the 15 Twitter blogs that we have, 8 are ready to publish right now. An additional 5 should we get there between today and tomorrow, and the rest is still far enough away to sorry, I was reading the the screen. Now I lost.
Oh, sorry.
And I've shifted to my own copy. So as far we will have time to get there. The webinar is scheduled. The event link is there. I've added it to the release article, which is reviewed and ready for publication. And that's it. So we're in a pretty good shape, as we should be at this stage.
Awesome. Awesome. Any questions for comms? Otherwise, we can move on to release branch management. I think is there somebody here in the meeting? I don't think so. Okay, so for release branch management, I think it kind of looks on track. Haven't heard anything bad. We had a couple of, I think there were a couple of issues, for example, also the one that Hossein mentioned about the release pipeline. But I think there's nothing major, nothing concerning. So that's good. So
Yeah, I think there's a small snag regarding the Krell fast forward job, but I guess that would also be solved very soon. I have not checked on like what's the exact issue or if it is related as well.
okay.
But I agree, it's probably green.
Okay. Did you heard anything? So I think for RC1, we had like also some problems with container or image signing or artifact signing in general. Is this like what you also, I mean, there's like this new like part of Krell, I think Krell stage or some new part which was broken also. Did you heard anything about
Yeah,
that?
we do sign files now, but I guess things are resolved. There was one issue with the signer identity, but have to like catch up to
Okay.
what is happening there.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything
consi-
about it, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, so considering like our discussions are revolving around having the patches in for other releases, I think like things are going fine. But I would also have a look later.
Awesome, thank you. All right. Are there any other questions? Otherwise, we can go on to Navarun.
Hello again. So the exit survey for the leads is out. I shared with you all the link to the form, and the survey for shadows is ready. I'm just writing the email and would be sending right after this call. And again, call out if you have decided on who is going to succeed you in your role, please do comment on the assemble release team issue so that we can have things running as fast as possible. And that's all on my side.
Right. Awesome. Thank you. That was the issue for the next release team. So I will post the link also in Slack if you're interested. And to my update. So last release team meeting. I hope everybody had a great time staying on the team. And I mean, we will have the next team incoming, probably starting sometime, I mean, already now, but the release cycle, the meetings probably sometime in January, but they will work on the timeline and everything and get this out also over Slack if you're interested. For the retro, we will have it next week, as already mentioned a couple of times in this call. And right, so I was also working on 2 other parts. So for the first one, or the second one here in the list, is about kind of basically doing some changes in the lead handbook. I mean, also all the other teams basically from the release team are also working basically on the handbook. So this is also the idea that every cycle we kind of reshape a little bit the handbook or just work on it, improve it in a way. For example, now with the lead handbook, I was thinking it would be a good idea, for example, to include an issue template, because there are a lot of like steps where you just have to cross off action items. So I synced on that with the incoming team. And there's also another tracking issue, which is probably very interesting also for Mark, the next incoming enhancements lead, about basically using the enhancements project board also for future cycles. And this is basically just a tracking issue to get all the, I don't know, parts together. So documentation and so on and so forth. And that's it. That's it from my side. Are there any questions or comments? I see 6 scalability has a green status, so that's great. Awesome. I see a lot of comments in the chat.
Yeah, so it's great fun. That's just my comment. And thank you.
Great fun. Great fun is great. Awesome. That's good to hear. All right. Then I will stop sharing my screen and stop the recording. Ba-ba-bum.